Introduction.
Hit the clapper board.
Introduction for the podcast. Clap. There we go.
Am I still a guest, please?
Yeah, you're still our guest.
Oh right.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, you're not off probation yet.
So, for the podcast this week, we have the same crew as last week because I'm sure everybody who's listening now listened to all of it. Every episode, we've got Sam, Kieran, and Jack with us again.
Yep.
Hello.
And just
welcome everyone listening to the 19th anniversary of the Fast and the Furious being released.
the first one.
The first one, yeah.
Shit, I thought it was older than that. Actually, that's the first
No,
time that's
really?
ever happened to me.
Yeah, year of our Lord 2001.
I expect everything from like my teenage years to actually be like, oh yeah, that was 30 odd years ago now.
19 years.
Right.
That's
So it's like one of the
insane.
last things to happen before 9/11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
think that's how we
yeah.
do it.
what's his,
It definitely has that feeling.
what was the white dude's name in it?
Vin Diesel.
Paul Walker.
Paul Walker. Yeah, Paul Walker died like 19 years ago for me. So
For you.
for me, for how much I pay attention.
I don't think
He was dead to you by
sacrificed himself,
2001.
really.
Yeah. Matt,
Hello.
Yeah. You watched it. You watched that film in the cinemas day
It's
one,
like-
and you were like, "This guy's dead to me."
dead to me.
I didn't watch it in the cinema. I don't know what I would be. Just as a heads up, guys, I've been looking at the YouTube analytics, and it turns out people's attention spans have lasted a maximum of 8 minutes. So we might be able to just get through the introductions before people.
Oh, we
got
got to do all of our cool stuff at the front.
We've got to get it done
Yeah.
in 8 minutes.
Well,
That's how long
I've been
we've got for the
speaking to
podcast.
Tim Cook. Tim Cook gave me a little ring.
Tim Cook.
Because you don't know this, but I actually upload it to iTunes as well, or whatever
Oh,
it is,
right.
podcast.
Nice.
stuff.
Whatever it is,
And,
you do it though.
We're ranked third in the football charts.
In the football.
We've got like 500,000 downloads.
What, in the Premier League?
Yeah. So
Nice.
don't worry about it.
Not seeing a penny of that, by the way.
Tim Cook's very happy with how the podcast is going. He loves all the riffs, all the bits, all the
Big fan of
He was a
Blazing
big
Squad.
Blazing Squad fan, biggest Osama bin Laden fan.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, those are the only two things he likes. So
Yeah.
we
Well,
might drop off in his estimation this episode.
That's the two touching stones of the podcast, isn't it?
That's the theme.
Does he like
Yeah.
the bit where I call dog nonce?
Fuck's sake! Hang on, I haven't got my notepad out. 5 minutes 30. Fucking hell.
Yeah, he did like that bit actually,
Excellent.
Yeah.
because he knows who is,
Stop.
God.
and he
I
knows that is a dog nose.
Stop saying it. I haven't got my notepad. Fuck.
Well, they all come pretty close. So.
Yeah, you'd hope.
I mean, so far,
Fuck it,
I'd
I'll
be
just
surprised
listen
if
to it
people
again.
made it to 8 minutes.
Yeah.
We've got 3
Yeah.
bleeps in already. Was it 3 or was it 4? It's fine.
Well, hopefully you know how many.
I'll find out when I have
We
to
wouldn't
listen
want
to this.
to learn that we
No.
keep calling him a dog nonce.
Especially because his mom taught me.
Leave that bit in.
She taught me.
All right, you're bleeping yourself now. We should probably stop because now it's completely uninteresting.
Yeah, unless you went to high school with us.
Kieran, was your question directed at me? Was that when are we starting the podcast?
Yes, it was. I'm
Okay.
taking pictures.
Yeah.
This is Kieran. Yes, it was.
Okay.
Yes, it was.
I couldn't. There were so many people talking. So 3 people talking. Couldn't hear everything. But that's fine.
I'm well aware that we started the podcast now, though.
Oh, okay, good. Well, because we've been talking about people that we haven't talked about in 10
that's the
years,
sign.
specifically so that I can bleep them out.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing I love more.
Alright.
Wow, that was fun.
Great.
That's good. Yeah, we got it in under the 8 minutes. Well done, guys.
Lads, we did it.
So we can
So
start now.
So now we're on our own.
Oh yeah, no
God.
one's listening now. So we
Yeah.
could do
God.
whatever Kieran has planned for this week, if that was something.
I do have something planned.
Oh, I was going to tell you about my weird dreams, wasn't I?
Oh yeah, tell us about your
Yeah,
weird dreams.
yeah. Do it, Matt.
So my first weird dream, this is going to be
I don't
completely
care.
irrelevant.
Matt, I
Okay,
don't care. Just
Matt.
stop.
No one gives a shit about your fucking dreams.
I'm definitely sitting out of next week's podcast.
Tell us about your dreams.
Well, the first one was just like a general spooky one where I was in my room back in Kidderminster and the floor was for some reason overtaken by trypophobia-style spiders' nests. So I was having a horrible time. But more importantly, my next dream was that I was doing my bi-hourly porn perusal, and I found about 12 videos of 2 of my friends pegging each other. So
Nice.
You're
And
gonna
their
say
full
that.
names were.
you don't know them, so there's no point in me giving me the work to. I don't think. No, you.
Well, I guess that narrows it down a little bit.
Yeah, I'm sure they know. They definitely know.
Well, they were there.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. They've put the
They were
vid-
pegging each other.
I
They're not
hope-
going to forget. They're not about to forget that.
I'd hope at least both of them know because they put the videos up. So
Yeah. Did you call them afterwards?
yeah, I told them, and they said, "Wow, we didn't think anyone would find those, but we're glad to know we have a fan." So
I really want to see how this dream looks in your dream
you
journal.
really don't.
how you mapped it out.
that was about
Were
it.
you able to lucidly interact?
No. I was.
You just start like flying around the room.
You
'cause it's the
know-
only thing you can do.
Oh yeah, I love when you can actually be lucid in dreams. But
Yeah.
you know like, do you ever get dreams where technology doesn't work properly?
No, actually,
I-
I think you probably do because you have to
Deal with technology.
think about with it so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to get it with my Game Boy. Like something would happen on my Game Boy when I was little, and I couldn't turn it off, and it was like an AI moment of just
I would get trapped in
the
there
things
sometimes
looking-
in my dreams.
yeah, I do that. But it was like I was desperately trying to get rid of like more and more tabs of these 2 people pegging each other kept opening, and I was like, no, go away! It's not in incognito mode because that saves everything, as you know.
Yeah, that's exactly how it works.
Even though Google warns me every time I go into incognito mode,
Yeah.
by the way, we can still see everything you're looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I need,
and we are watching.
I need
you
to get whatever a VPN from no, hang on.
NordVPN, they're sponsoring us. this week.
NordVPN and ExpressVPN, which is weird because that would be a conflict of interest.
Thanks. It's
Didn't
NordVPN.
didn't Google have a thing in incognito mode where it said, "And we can't protect you from secret agents looking over your shoulder"? Or did I
Yeah.
dream that?
No, that was the real thing. That was a
Oh,
real
good.
thing.
That's
Okay,
beautiful.
good.
I remember the was it Chrome where they were like at the TV advertisement for incognito, and it was like, so I can buy my wife a ring and she doesn't know about it. It was like, you're not
It was.
fucking
Yeah.
using it for that.
Yeah, it's
You.
definitely for having big old wanks.
You filthy shit. Oh yeah, my wife's ring. Anyway.
Yeah,
Classic.
yeah.
Anyway, no one's listening now, so we can go on to Kieran's thing.
Okay.
Oh, what an
I'm-
introduction!
I'm-
Way
Wow.
better than-
I'm kidding. Kieran's bits are the best parts, and we've only had one of them so far.
What a segue. I spent this week, as I always do, writing a choose your own adventure. And so, as we all know, the political climate in this country is like sweet now. It's all daisies and gravy.
We've reached
Daisies
Yeah.
in
the pinnacle
gravy.
of
It
democracy
is
right now.
Daisies and Gravy.
It's
You're
the
right
best.
about that.
But I thought back to a darker time, 2005,
Right.
and we all remember when Davy Cameron said on the 4th of May, before the election, Britain faces a simple and inescapable choice: stability and strong government with me, or chaos with Ed Miliband.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
What I'd like to explore with you, and to have you engage and participate in, is a choose your own adventure I've created, where we go into the alternate reality called Ed Miliband
Oh my
Chaos
God.
Simulator.
Like Man in the High Castle.
Yeah, basically.
but less, but obviously worse.
More for both.
Or,
Was that-
or off-putting? Yeah.
Was that the start of Strong and Stable, or was that Theresa May?
No,
was
that
Ther-
was-
no.
Theresa May.
It's just the same.
This was Stable and Strong, which
Oh
is
right,
different.
completely. Yeah. Okay.
So we begin. I'll set the scene. The date is Monday, the 11th of May, 2015. You are UK Labour leader Ed Miliband, and you awaken in your lavish new bedroom in number 10 Downing Street. Your phone alarm blares out "Bills" by Lunch Money Lewis, and you bob your head to the infectious beat. I'll have to thank Andy Burnham for this great song choice. Tubes, you think. Just days before, you'd beaten Conservative PM David Cameron in a close-fought general election. And you're Papa Britain now. Today's your first day in Parliament, and you're really ready to give those stuffy Tories a taste of Fitzrovia's finest. which is where you were born.
Thanks for clarifying.
You're in the master bedroom. To the north is the exit downstairs. To the east is a walk-in closet containing all three of your preset outfits. To the west is a half-eaten Crunchie and a copy of the Beano. What would you like to do?
The Crunchy, is it on the floor?
No, it's on a nightstand.
This is like the worst intro to D&D
On
ever.
nightstand. And the Beano is as well.
It's-
Can we
it's also
please
on
open the
nightstand.
Beano and start flicking through it? Is everyone okay with that? Can we go to the back page where they've got what's on the back page?
I can't fucking remember.
Probably
It's-
Nasher.
Yeah, or some stupid girl.
You can read the Beano. You lazily leaf through the comic in bed. Dennis is being a real menace by ruthlessly cajoling Pieface into committing an act of brazen vandalism in a cemetery, while Sergeant Slipper is investigating Roger the Dodger for fraud by false representation. You chuckle quietly, +1 banter.
Oh god.
Nice.
Oh god, we've
That will
got
help
stats.
us later on in the adventure.
Can I just also bring everyone's attention to a message that I put about it yesterday regarding a certain command? You may
Oh,
or might not be able to do to most things.
Can we now please eat the Beano after having read it?
Oh god.
You can.
Thank you.
A strange and powerful hunger comes over you, like a vampire over blood, or a young child and literally anything it can fit in their mouth. Like said child, you take a tentative nibble at the corner of the cover, and before you know it, you've consumed the entire Roger the Dodger strip, and a good deal through the Bass Street Kids. You look down with shame and pick a staple out of your teeth. Oh dear, Eddie, you think. Not again. What would you like
He
to
is a
do?
hungry boy.
How much work have you put into this?
I think we've had like the main course for breakfast, which is the Beano.
Oh,
Should we finish
haven't-
off?
We
Should we
haven't had
finish off the
breakfast yet.
Crunchy
Would
for
you like to?
a pudding?
We'd like to eat the
read?
Crunchy.
Would you like to read or eat the Crunchy?
You can read the
Oh,
crunchy.
let's read the Crunchy, please.
Yeah.
You look at the Crunchy. It says Crunchy.
That was about as much as I was expecting.
What's the color of the lettering?
It is red.
Good. I just wanted to check because I know this is an alternate universe.
Oh no,
If-
it's
if-
not.
If immediately after the 2005 general election, Crunchy changed the colouring of
Yeah,
their
they're
letters.
like, well,
yeah.
it's chaos now.
So
We're
are
in the
we?
chaos zone.
Are we eating the Crunchy? But you can also
good.
discard the Crunchy.
How long has the Crunchy been on the floor?
It's not on the floor. It's on a
On the
nightstand.
How long has the Crunchy been on the nightstand?
Since the night before.
Oh god.
Oh, that's still a fresh Crunchy.
I'll let you guys take this one.
What are we doing?
I would like to eat the Crunchy now, actually,
I think we do.
and the wrapper as well.
A bit stale, but oh so sweet. A few honeycomb crumbs now fall on the pillow. Treats for later, methinks. So long as they aren't discovered by your wife of 4 years, Justine Thornton.
Did we get to
Alright.
eat the wrapper as well?
Yeah, sure.
Also, you eat the wrapper. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
What are our other two options? What's in the north?
The other options are to the north is an exit downstairs, and to the east is a closet containing all three of your preset outfits.
We should probably get dressed before we do anything else.
The real question is one of them the outfit that he wore when he was on a motorbike? So he had a leather jacket?
Well, let's go and find out.
Let's go
Yeah.
see what our preset outfits are.
Is one of the outfits? No, I don't want to spoil what might come later. Come on, let's go look
Okay.
at these outfits.
Don't want to ruin it by suggesting something that might be funnier.
Exactly.
You walk to the east, to the closet, and investigate three outfits. The first is a classic black suit, white shirt, and red tie. The second is a full Leeds United kit, your favourite team. It is his favourite team.
Okay.
The third is a cowboy outfit.
Can we eat the cowboy outfit, please?
You cannot eat the cowboy outfit.
But I want to eat the cowboy outfit.
It has sentimental value.
It's basically beef, right? Is it made of suede?
No, it's a plaid shirt.
But I'm hungry, Kieran. I'm
Look,
hungry.
Look, Jack, there's plenty of times for Ed Miliband to consume throughout all of this.
Oh
Okay.
Lord.
I suppose we can settle for wearing the cowboy outfit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you're doing the cowboy outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeehaw.
Okie doke. I'll just write that down on my little pad. What better time to strut your stuff than now? It'd certainly show the likes of Ken Livingstone after he ruthlessly mocked your cowboy outfit at the 2010 Labour Halloween party. You assemble the outfit.
I thought this was set in 2005.
2015.
Oh, 15.
2015, yeah.
2015.
Oh no.
You-
Oh yeah. Ignore me.
You assemble the outfit: hat, bandana, duster, jeans, and a plastic child's revolver from Wilco's. You certainly look tough enough now.
Okay.
That was a
Nice.
joke about when Ed Miliband said tough enough instead of tough enough.
Oh right. I thought that was
Wow,
actually
what
you
a
fucking it up.
On Jeremy
Oh.
Paxman.
That was the Covifi of this country.
Oh yeah.
No one can forget that.
So,
Chaos.
We're dressed now.
you're dressed
We're
now.
dressed and hungry and ready to eat.
You
Everything.
approach the door.
Can we
Your boots, metal spurs clinking on laminate floor.
can we eat the door?
No.
Yeah, that would
That's
be
just
silly.
crazy.
We
You
may have
open
taken
it and descend downstairs. You race down the stairs like a child at Christmas, whizzing past portraits of ex-prime ministers, loads of statues of knights, and a shameful number of Guinness cans from the carnage the night before with Harriet Harman et al. Your stomach gurgles from the crunchy and the beano, but they were but a mere aperitif. Time for brekkie. You enter the number 10 kitchen. To the north is the kitchen table upon which sits a copy of The Guardian. To the east is a large fridge, chocked full of delicious meats. To the west is a cupboard containing a variety of breakfast cereals. What would you like to do?
I would like to examine the meats, please. Everyone else okay with that?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
fine.
You open the fridge and see a heartwarming welcoming present left by Ed Balls and Yvette Cooper. A hamper teeming with bacon.
Okay.
Okay, so it's bacon.
So there's the bacon sandwich.
There's a hamper inside our humongous fridge.
So what would you like to do?
I'd like to eat the Guardian, please.
For fuck's sake.
Oh no, it's here again. A strange and unholy hunger rises in your gut like a ravenous maelstrom. Unable to stop yourself, you begin tearing the broadsheet apart and shoving crumpled page upon page into your gluttonous maw. Suddenly, a flash at the window. You catch a fleeting glimpse of your old nemesis, George Osborne, trotting away, camera in hand. Oh dear.
Good job, Sam.
I
What would
wanted
you like to do now?
I wanted to read it first.
Anyone could have seen that coming.
Oh, you could have read The Guardian.
Can we read what's
Remember,
left of the Guardian?
They're not for reading. They're for eating.
I'd like to remind everyone that our fridge door has been open for the amount of time that it would take to digest a Guardian.
Not only eat a Guardian.
Can
you
we-
don't have to fully digest it.
Well, one
So-
second. Can we pretend I say this about 5 minutes ago? Or actually, you could edit this in, Matt.
Oh yeah, sure.
I've heard of the Reader's Digest, but this is ridiculous.
Eddie's consumed The Guardian. What would you like to do now?
Can I make a bacon sandwich for later?
You hastily fry the meat and slap it between two slices of Hovis Best of Both, not forgetting a generous helping of tomato sauce. Mid-bite into the delicious snack, you see a flash at the window. You catch a fleeting glimpse of your old nemesis George Osborne trotting away, camera in hand. Oh dear. I
Damn.
bet I look a right Wally, you mumble.
Oh no.
Cool.
Eating a bacon sandwich.
It could-
Being caught.
I think we need to go get George Osborne out of our damn garden.
You can also, if you aren't sated enough, there's still a cupboard to the west.
Oh, there is, yeah.
Let's have a little look at this cupboard, see
We
what's
have a
going
look
on
at
there.
the breakfast cereal
Any
selection.
delicious boxes of cereal we can eat.
I,
Can
want,
do.
I just want to know what cereals Ed Miliband would have.
You saunter to the cupboard and open it up. It's chock full of so many cereals. Shreddies, Sugar Puffs, Wheatos, Rice Krispies. But what do you choose?
I have no preference.
Weetabix is the one that gets you energized.
Just
No,
just a novel-
Weetabix?
just you
Just
can have
Wheaties?
you can have more than one.
Ah,
You can
I will
mix and
have
match.
2 Weetabix then.
With a few sugar puffs on top.
Like a cocktail.
Oh, sprinkling. I like it.
Oh, it's done then. An outrageous idea pops into your head, and you snap it up, and you snap to it, which is a joke about snap, crackle, and pop from Rice Krispies.
Yeah.
I'm
You
glad that we're
open-
explaining every joke as it comes across.
You
Mhm.
open every cereal and pour a number of each into your bowl, creating the world's first cereal medley. You add milk and set to work. Suddenly, a flash at the window.
Oh, no.
You catch a fleeting glimpse of your old nemesis, George Osborne, trotting away, camera in hand. Oh dear. I bet I look properly mental, you think.
George Osborne is now equipped with a bounty of fantastic images
Oh, God.
that he can show to
Just of us
editor
eating.
Jonah James.
That is the extent of breakfast time, so breakfast complete. You wipe traces of the Guardian, breadcrumbs, and bits of Weetabix from your plaid shirt and open the front door of number 10. Time to
It
go
is
to
plaid.
Parliament, Eddie.
Yeah, he must be.
So
Properly.
you have 2 modes of transport to travel the 0.3 miles to Parliament. One is take a ride in your private car. Number 2, run on all fours like a big cat.
I feel that there is one that
I'm worried that if we drove in our car, George Osborne might pap another picture of us, and we'd look
Yeah.
insane.
yeah.
So we've got to run on all fours like a big cat.
I mean,
to,
but,
to
but
avoid him.
by all
definitely.
means, you can attempt to drive the car if you wish.
Okay, I suppose we'll try and drive the car.
We're being
We're getting-
led
we're
by
getting
the
as much-
nose here.
We're getting as much content out of this as possible. Oh, so you decided to go for the car?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I decided to do that.
You approach your private car, an orange Lamborghini Aventador, but feel a tap on your shoulder. You turn to see your manservant, Jenkins. Sorry, boss, he says meekly. Car's broken. The battery has run out of torque, and it's buggered up the chassis. You'll have to find another way to Parliament.
Oh, I wonder how we'll get there.
Oh god. Well, now we're screwed.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, I've got an idea. We could gallop there on all fours like a cat would.
A big cat, specifically.
Yeah.
So you're
Um,
going for the big cat route.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
We're
that's
choosing
what I
the
would do
one
in this
route that we
situation.
have option.
Okay.
That was English.
You exhale deeply, crouch down and place your hands on the pavement. Slow and a bit clumsy at first, you begin to sprint on all fours, like a big cat. You turn left out of Downing Street and soon you are bounding majestically at speeds close to 6 miles per hour. The spurs on your boots offering great traction.
I forgot about the cowboy outfit.
Everyone is applauding you, and an elderly veteran salutes you and winks as you leap by. You barrel into the House of Commons at full speed. Everyone is waiting for you. Dave Cameron and George are sat in the opposition benches smirking, showing what looks like a photograph to a clearly disgusted Ian Duncan Smith.
No.
You compose yourself, apologise to the Speaker, and go take your seat. Suddenly a snide and taunting voice rings out through the chamber. Cameron. Well, well, look at you, Eddie. Is it fitting for the leader of the UK to arrive in a cheap cowboy costume from Asda, smeared in ketchup, milk, and inexplicable extracts of The Guardian? And you entered the house on all fours like a big cat. All the Tories start laughing and high-fiving. How do you respond?
Was our cowboy costume actually bought from Asda?
Yeah, George Range from Asda.
Damn it.
I
went
think we
to
should
school him.
approach. I think we should approach David Cameron.
Oh, this
Um,
is at this point. This is an open. You can respond. Someone can just say whatever they want.
Oh, we can say things.
Yeah. This is the
So
end
what-
game.
I want
What
to
do we
go.
think, guys?
I mean, I want to go slap David
This is
Cameron
like the final boss.
in his jowls, but
I mean, we all know what the actual end game is, presumably.
Yeah, of course. I was about to say that, but we'll refrain. We'll have to restrain ourselves for the time being, despite that that never-ending hunger. We'll curtail that for the time being.
So, what is your? Cameras has just mugged you off. What do you, Ed Miliband, say?
Well,
Go
let's discuss. I personally would say I came here to eat David Cameron and eat copies of The Guardian and Beano. And I'm all out of copies of The Guardian and Beano because I ate them earlier at home.
I take that as a canon response.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You retort to David Cameron that you came here to eat copies of The Guardian and the Beano, and you're all out of copies of The Guardian and the Beano. The Tories continue to laugh. What is your response?
We ready?
Yes.
I would like for us to unhinge our jaw
Very close to the actual text that's written.
and swallow whole that Cameron doth protest.
What?
It doesn't make any
Shaking,
sense. Don't worry about it.
This is
Very,
Ian.
very good.
Just bleep that out.
You've been reading my notes. Shaking with fury and anticipation, you begin to open your mouth impossibly wide, your jaw cracking as it continues to unhinge. That's when the screaming starts. During the ensuing carnage, you approach Cameron. Time to resign from life, you roar, but your mouth is still massive and open, so it sounds like "Hi, hurry, hi." Without hesitation, you set upon the ex-prime minister and gulp him down with your monstrous cake hole. The chamber is petrified. Then you burp and a shoe flies out your mouth, and suddenly everyone's laughing and whooping. Nick Clegg punches the air. You've done it. You've saved Britain.
We win. I mean,
Not-
David Cameron, when he said that. Sorry, Kieran, you're just going to say something.
Not bad for a first day on the job, Ed. Not bad at all.
Oh, that's good. And then we get like a.
And then we,
Like-
Yeah, and then everyone applauds.
everyone applauds Kieran for putting in effort again.
Yeah, like a lot of effort.
Well, I guess David Cameron was right. There was chaos with Ed Miliband,
Mm.
Yeah, but really cool chaos.
but
Yeah.
it was pretty cool.
And
Um,
David Miliband died at the end of it, so I don't see a downside at the moment.
David
I-
Wow.
Wait,
David Miliband has not died in this.
No,
Yeah,
David
Miliband's
Miliband.
alive and well.
they were so
Part two.
David Cameron and Ed Miliband were so interchangeable for me that I actually forgot both of their names and mashed them together.
We've got next week is Chaos with Miliband Civil War.
This series.
Do you reckon that's how David Miliband came into being? Like somebody forgot that Ed Miliband and David Cameron were two separate people.
Yeah.
And
It's like The Fly, like the film The Fly.
yeah, they put them both into like. Wait, no. Ed Miliband was gonna go into this machine, and then David Cameron on his little fly wings just like flew in accidentally.
Yeah. And then David Miliband came out.
And he was like,
Mate.
"I'm a monster." I haven't seen the film. Funnily enough. Did I get it right? Is that the plot
Yeah,
of the film?
100%,
Oh,
yeah.
that's basically the plot.
We're gonna have to put a spoiler alert for The Fly at the
Fly,
start of the podcast.
How old is The Fly now? That's got to
Fly's
be.
an old film, yeah.
I'm gonna look it up. The Fly,
Similar to the Fast and Furious.
1986. I think.
Not
I
at all.
think we can get away with
No.
spoiling.
That's the first one. No, that's the second one with
What?
There's been more than one Fly film, wasn't there?
I was
What?
The Fly 1986 was the Jeff
Yeah.
Goldblum one, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the Fly.
That's the remake of the 1958.
Kieran,
Uh,
don't come here with your
There we
Criterion
go.
Collection as Fly
Well,
I
then-
said, yeah, there
with
was one
fucking
before.
James Dean or whatever, Jimmy Stewart.
it was-
I'm a fly. I'm being a fly.
This
Sounds
is
similar
very-
to Jeff Goldblum, actually.
I was going to say that was a really good impression of Jeff Goldblum.
Well,
yeah.
actually, I'm a fly.
Considering that the film is, I was going to say like as old, but that would be offensive, so I'm going to cut that out. Considering that,
brutal.
yeah, actually, hang on. No, it's younger.
Yeah, which were you going to say? Which one as well?
The
The 1986 one.
No, I was good- I was-
Spoilers, man.
I was going to say the 1958 one. Considering it's that old, I think we can get away with spoiling the end.
Yeah, that's fine.
As
mean,
an
I
excuse
was
for
going
me-
to say it's as old as.
Yes, it's
I was going to say, in an attempt to explain why I'm not going to cut bits out, I've actually created different bits that need to be cut out instead.
To be fair, the premise of The Fly is a man going into a transport thing with a fly. That isn't the end of the film. It doesn't culminate with a disgusting fly man.
Well,
Does it?
I don't know.
No.
I haven't watched it.
No, it doesn't. That's the whole premise.
I
The
was-
premise is that he is the fly man.
I
I
was-
mean, I've not seen the film.
I've not
I mean,
seen. I've not seen.
Has
the
anybody
film.
here watched
No
The
one
Fly?
has.
I think it ends in that, and then you have The Fly 2 Civil War, which is the second one, where it's Jeff Goldblum against the Fly man.
No one in 2020 is sitting there watching The Fly, and then Jeff Goldblum turns into a fly, and they're like, "What the fuck?
That wasn't
He's
what
a
I was
fly
expecting.
now?
Yeah.
So now he's a fly?
It's-
What?
it
I
must-
thought this was just a film about Jeff Goldblum.
It is. It has been parodied by
The
probably
Simpsons.
everything. So.
Yeah.
I think everybody knows what the premise of The Fly is. Considering we spent the last 5 minutes talking about The Fly,
What happens at the end of The Fly?
what does happen
Can
at the end
someone
of The
Google
Fly?
what happens at the end of The Fly?
I'm going to Google what happens at the end of The Fly.
In the 1958 one, the film closes with Helena escorting her son Francois out of the yard.
That means
Sounds
nothing
great.
to me.
Films used to be like that, though. That's how
Yeah.
films were.
Yeah, they
They
just
just didn't understand
they just sort of
plot
end.
and excitement and.
Well, you
pacing.
say that, but apparently, according to Wikipedia, this is like the first. This is the hook. In Montreal, and it's the name of the characters. A man is found dead with his head and arm crushed in a hydraulic press. Although his wife
Damn.
Elena confesses to the crime, she refuses to provide a motive and begins acting strangely. In particular, she is obsessed with flies.
What?
Is
Yeah,
this the
you do.
same?
This is
What?
wild. This is the plot. Andre's brother Francois lies and said he caught a white-headed fly, thinking he knows the truth. Helena explains the circumstances surrounding his death. It sounds really awful. I think we should stop talking about the fly.
It's dangerously close to your childhood, isn't it, Sam?
Yeah.
That is what happened.
That's why Sam doesn't want to talk about it.
Oh, fair enough.
It's because my dad died by getting his head and arm.
Your
crushed
your
in a-
Scottish dad.
My Scottish dad, yeah.
God
mean-
rest his tiny
His tiny
arms and wings.
white-headed head. I don't know where I'm going with this.
God, I need to stop looking at pictures of Jeff Goldblum for a fly.
No, you don't.
It's quite unpleasant.
Guys, that's probably quite a good length for a podcast. Just in
Yeah.
case we get derailed any longer. So,
Yeah. I mean, where are the rails in this situation?
good point. They disappeared in the first episode, I think.
This whole podcast is off the rails.
Off the rails.
Have we got any more outward anniversaries to note, Sam?
A few other notable ones is the 29th anniversary of Everything I Do It For You by Bryan Adams being released.
Nice.
It's the 205th anniversary of the victory of Battle of Waterloo.
Oh wow. Get it,
and,
Frenchies.
It's the 15th anniversary of David Tennant's first appearance as Doctor Who.
That's worthy, I think.
Yeah, I think
and
so.
it's the second anniversary of setting up Space Force.
Nope.
No.
Bleep
Bleep
that.
the name.
Bleep that.
Yeah, bleep the
I'll
name.
bleep just the name, but leave the rest of it.
Yeah.
Did you know you
Put
can
it-
get
put-
like you can get a Kegel exerciser for women that plays Flappy Bird?
Right. So thanks for
So you
joining us
can-
for
you
this.
can, like-
No. There's no,
No.
wrapping up now.
Thanks
You
for.
can exercise your pelvic floor. You can like tense your pelvic floor, and you're like going between the pipes in Flappy Bird, and it's like 200 pounds. So
That's
I bought one,
yeah.
obviously, and I've stuck it on my dick, and I've got a world record.
So thanks for joining us for this podcast, guys. If you manage to stay this long, send your private therapy bills directly to Jack.
Oh, I thought you were going to ask people to
Yeah,
say
because I'm rich off the Flappy Bird.
Yeah,
money.
from the Flappy Bird, because you are famously the creator of Flappy Bird,
Yeah.
the
You know-
the Kegel modification.
They've got like that documentary about the people that are like world record holders at like the original, what is it, the Donkey Kong game?
the King of Kong or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seen
Isn't
that, yeah,
there,
it's good.
isn't there a series of documentaries about you and Flappy Bird?
Yeah, there is. It's called The King of Kong.
That's fair enough, and
Yeah,
it makes sense.
We thought it would be really good for SEO if it had the same name.
Yeah.
I really,
And we were wrong, so because no
Really-
one's seen it.
I really want to end this podcast now.
Bye.